Hello, folks. Welcome to the Black Dimension, the best show on social media. Well, it's time to do the Harriet review. Uh, welcome to the Black Dimension. I mean, we really appreciate all those coming on. This is channel is hosted by the Habitual Line Steppers. I am Roger. Kev also hosts. Donnie also hosts. But neither one of them can be here at this moment. But I'm going to give my review of Harriet. And if you don't know, we have a rating system here, and the rating system is if the movie is good and we encourage you to go to the movies, go see it. We're gonna rate it a buy. We also have a bootleg, which means movies okay. Not saying necessarily go to the theater to see it. You may want to wait for it to come out on the streaming services, or us that grew up in the hood, you get the bootleg copy. Well, we would never recommend you do something illegal, but that's the kind of level we see the movie as, like that bootleg level. So you probably want to wait on the streaming service rather than go see it at the theater. And then we have bomb. A bomb is for a movie is in our opinion the movie is just a bomb. It is not worth your time or your trouble to even watch. You can live your life better off without this film. Okay, folks. Well, I've watched the movie Harriet, and I have to rate this a bomb. Um, as far as movies are made, sure the movie was fine. As far as directing or, I mean, the movie's a bomb. The storyline being about Harriet Tubman, you know, um, I was kind of excited to go see a movie about Harriet Tubman to a certain degree. Thought it should be good. And I understand that when you do movies in Hollywood, they are based on a true story, which means that they can add stuff or take stuff out because they got to sensationalize it and get it up to a Hollywood standard. Well, this one here, way too much nonsense going on in this film. Way too much nonsense. The way the film was made and the way they carry this story, uh, the characters they added to give the film depth. It was just bad all around. It was bad all around for me. Um, you know, I actually kind of see why it wasn't. There was no. They didn't get an actress that grew up here in America to make the film. Because to my understanding, this actress is not from this. Well, she wasn't born here in America. To my understanding, I don't know. I actually didn't check on that. I should have checked on that before I even came out to do this broadcast. But if that's true, it makes all the sense in the world to me now. After seeing this movie, was it a good portrayal of Harriet Tubman's life? I'm gonna say no. You know, um, it was just too much made up stuff for me. The way they had the movie set and the way things were going along, they tried to give you the feeling that the Harriet slave master cared about her somewhat. They called her his favorite slave. They tried to allude that he may like her or something like that. But I mean, at the end of the day, she was just a slave. Period. She was still a slave. You know, um, well, oh, excuse me. This is where I'm getting into the spoilers, folks. So you can always come to our movie reviews and get our ratings first, and then we go into spoilers on this channel. So I apologize if I spoil something to somebody that wasn't ready. But yes, I'm going into the spoiler territory. So if you want to wait for spoilers, this is your chance to exit. Okay, now I didn't like the fact that Harry had to save her family from this particular family. She escaped to freedom. She got to freedom. She went back to go save her husband and other members of her family. Well, she really thought she was going to save her husband, and it turned into other members of her family the way they had the story showing. And she does this, does a great job, get back, and you know, they're saying she has some connection to God that basically was showing her the way to different things. And when you go multiple times to save people and help free them from slavery, and then eventually you get to the point where you got a gun on your former master, but Harry gives the man a speech instead of just shooting him. They wanted to torture her and kill her, but she in position where now she has a gun on her master. He's already shot, and she doesn't kill him. Man, that's some old Hollywood nonsense, plain and simple. It made no sense in the world. And then she would throw a gun down where he could eventually get the gun. And well, I mean, maybe he really couldn't use it at that point because his fingers was already kind of shot off. But it that scene just made no sense in the world. Why on earth would you have your master who's been chasing you and trying to find you for a long period of time finally catch up to you, and when you get the advantage on him, you give him a speech instead of a slug to the face? Just made no sense. Made no sense at all. Then they had a depiction of this made up black guy that was a slave catcher. Now I'm not gonna say it's not like slave catchers didn't exist back then, and of course you have some people that were black that were doing certain things for money, but they basically in this film had tried to show that a black paid slave catcher would treat black people that he has no connection to worse than white folks looking for a slave they had a connection to. Once when they got to the scene where um I can't think of the character that was being played by Janelle Monae, but that lady was free. They came in there. They were searching for Harriet. They figured out there was a connection. They're in there roughing her up. Now, keep in mind, the slave master, he's looking for his slave because the Fugitive Slave Act had been signed by that time. So he looking for his property. That's what's going on in his head. He looking for his property. He's mad at her. He wants to take serious revenge on her. He looking for his property. This is serious business to him. Now you had this black guy. He's just simply a paid professional. He's being hired to help find Harriet. They got him in there like stuff is personal to him. It just made no sense. The black guy, not only did he rough Janelle Monae's character up, but he kicks her in the head, and basically they showed her being killed by him because he kicks her in the face. This makes no sense in the world. He's just paid to find a slave. He don't have no beef with this lady. This lady is not his business. There's no personal connection. He's simply trying to get paid. So even if you're gonna to make up this character that there was some black guy hunting for Harriet Tubman, which I don't know anything about that when it comes to history. Never heard of this person, so I'm pretty sure this is just a made up character in Hollywood to sensationalize the movie. Now you're gonna have him just killing random people, even though it's not his property. He's just in it for the money. This literally makes no sense at all. Um, and there were a lot of other issues in this movie, but at the end of the day, after seeing the film and looking at what the film was trying to convey, looking at the messages of the film, this just wasn't a good film at all. This just wasn't a good film. I have to rate it a bomb. It's not even a consideration, of a buy, not even a consideration of a bootleg. This is just a bomb. Don't waste your time with this one. Don't go to the theater to see it. Don't waste your time on a streaming service later on down the road. It's just trash. This movie is just trash, plain and simple. And You know, I doubt you're gonna like it. Now I could be wrong, but I seriously doubt you're gonna like it. I cannot give this film any kind of stamp of approval. It's just a total waste of time to see. Uh, so kind of in a rush this morning, but that's I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. Don't waste your time going to see this movie. This was just absolute trash. There was no part of the film that you could really just really kind of like embrace and enjoy. It just wasn't. That part of the film just wasn't there. You know, the way that they had the story unfold, yeah, it just wasn't there. You know, I and I don't mind slave movies or you know movies that tell stories that are important to be told, but the way this one was told, and especially with Harriet being a great person in history, yeah, this was just a bad telling of a story. Honestly, do not waste your time going to see this one. I'm gonna leave it there. We appreciate anyone coming to the Black Dimension. If you happen to come across this channel, please definitely like it and subscribe. We're gonna do nothing but fun stuff here. This is Roger signing out. Y'all take care.